Welcome back, Universe, to
some episode.
Let's do that first. Yeah! It's been a while. We had a week off, so welcome back, Universe, to Off the Rails with Tom and Mark, episode 61, our first ever 61st episode.
It's really 61 already?
61, but you know what? If you count the bonus and the specials we do, we're over 120.
You did 10 before me, so I've been on for 50 regular episodes now.
Regular, and we did bonus, so that's 20 show. You don't like, they're full shows.
They don't count.
Okay.
Those shows deserve to be sitting on the other side of the table in a slightly more comfortable looking chair.
Oh, we'll get right into the Charlie Brown controversy. Well, here's what we're going to talk about today. I guess we're going to talk about the Charlie Brown controversy.
But first, this podcast brought to you by Coldwell Banker Homestead Realty.
And if you're looking to buy or sell a home or interested in a career in real estate, email Roy at cbhsr.com or give him a call, 414-235-0763. He'd love to be your go-to for all your real estate needs. I'm going to be calling Roy on Wednesday. He's checking out. I just heard about him. He's checking out something tonight. So he's busy.
Sounds like you're checking out, sir.
The Grinch is in Milwaukee. Some Grinch special.
No, I'm here in Grafton.
Okay, I do have a rant about Dr. Seuss that I was saving. I didn't write it up, but we'll get into the Charlie. Right. What's up with Charlie Brown? Everybody's all butthurt in Charlie Brown right now because, I don't know, this, let's see, everybody's getting upset because the black character is on the other side of the table sitting in a rickety lawn chair.
At the risk of sounding like a racist, does the black character have a name?
I was trying to avoid that.
I'm going to be honest, Universe. I
Franklin.
never really got into Charlie Brown. So, yeah. I didn't even know there was a Thanksgiving special. I thought it was a Christmas special, and that was it. No, there's apparently a Halloween special. There's probably a President's Day special.
Arbor
Day
special. The
special.
Thanksgiving special was in Heat a while back, too, or it might have been the Christmas special, but they do a whole religious speech in there that they edited out.
Yeah, that sounds like America.
This is 2018 getting more nuts than ever because this special came out in 1973.
Mm-hmm.
So you have
35 years
35 years to notice that Franklin is sitting in a rickety chair on the other side, which
it
everybody...
doesn't look rickety.
I don't think it looks...
I think he falls out of it at one point.
Oh, so it's a gag. That's fine.
It looks more comfortable than the other chairs because they're all wood, and that one's like...
I'd heard about this on the radio,
chairs.
and it was described to me. And I hadn't seen the picture. Now I see the picture. None of the chairs match.
None of the chairs match.
When it was described to me, it sounded like they're all in nice chairs, and he's in a folding chair, or an uncomfortable folding chair in the corner. His chair looks more comfortable than the rest. His looks like a fun beach chair. The rest of them are in wood chairs with no pads.
Well, and if you really study the picture, everybody has ice cream and cake, but he has 3 ice creams, 2 bowls of popcorn, and 2 pieces of cake.
Unless there was someone else supposed to be sitting next to him. I don't know. Yeah.
It is odd that he
to sound racist, it was probably his son. It's not there.
It is odd that he is the only one on that side of the table, but that's just a weird
Same thing with the Last
composition.
Supper. That's just the way you portray it.
Everyone on one side?
Like the Last Supper. Why is nobody sitting on the other side?
Yeah, I don't know.
You never thought of that, hey?
You're right. Weird? I never. Well, it's a scene. It's not a photograph that was taken. It was a painting.
This is a cartoon. It's a scene. You got to get.
But we have a character with their back to our head, to our faces.
Marcy, I think.
Or is the bottom of the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is that?
That's the back of someone's head.
Okay.
So there's a lot of things wrong with this composition wise. It should be Last Supper-ish.
2018 is just getting out of control. That they are, seriously, you sit down and you're looking for things to be offended. You're running out of things now.
So would it be better if he wasn't at the table at all? Is that what America wants?
I think they want to draw in more characters.
So they want to have, a guy from the Middle East and a guy from Asia,
but you can't do the accent on their voice because Apu's gone now. Remember, they took him out of The Simpsons.
Yeah, we had talked about that, which I'm outraged about too, because he was a good, dare I say, stereotype.
Okay.
He was an example of a good person who was a productive member of society, and what all immigrants should be is proud American entrepreneurs. That's why they come to this country, because a lot of times in a lot of other countries, you don't have the opportunities that we are fortunate to have here. We're so fortunate that people are coming here from other parts of the world just to roll the dice.
Well, some people believe that this, in the 1970s, he was actually trying to portray the way society treats black people in a subtle way.
This is a critique.
So he is actually trying to improve race relations by showing what it's like.
And it took dumb America, 35 years to figure this out.
Well, they haven't figured it out, if that was his point now.
Because then they wouldn't be offended.
Then they wouldn't be offended.
I saw Blazing Saddles. I have never been so offended. Did you see that movie, sir?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
So, I don't know. Where do you go from here?
The problem with America is that everyone is almost competing to be the most outraged, and it's not solving anything. Bitching about this 35-year-old TV special does not make the world a better place. All you're doing is now they're never going to air it again, and no one's ever going to see it again. And okay, is the world better now? Are all the problems solved? Are black people now happy with the situation they have? Yeah. This does nothing to advance the ball, America. There are more important things to be outraged over than an artifact of the 70s.
That's well said, Mark. I think we can leave it at that.
We can nip that one into bud.
Boom. Wrap that one up. So, Twisted Dreams Film Festival. We just had on Movies with Mark, Christopher House again.
Yep.
It's going to be April 4th through the 7th at Time Cinema, and we will be there for the duration.
Woo-hoo.
Off the Rails will be podcasting.
You will. I will be there as often as I can. I know the other guys are going to try. Yeah. Nate and Diner and Jeff are all going to try to tag in as much as possible.
Okay.
As will I. I have a kid. I can't make these commitments.
Man.
Understandable, but go there, see special guest Joe Bob Briggs. We should have a great show. I think we're going to be able to interview him there. We'll have a little setup there.
Would be cool.
We don't have a lot of room, so it's good that not everybody's going to be there at the same time.
Yes.
But I think we're going to get Roy down there one day just to come check it out.
Very cool.
There's some people.
Like when you guys dominated at Summerfest?
Yeah,
yes,
that was fun.
When we dominated Summerfest. But, hey, if you guys want to be on the show, you guys got to get your ass in gear because we got guests coming out the ass. Today we had a little life happens sometimes with people, so we had to reschedule with Avery Rapier. He's going to be on in 2 weeks.
Okay, cool.
We got Kate and Kelly from the Orenda coming up. We got Hungry Man Moving coming up. We got Anna Lardenoy from Gothic Milwaukee, who wrote Milwaukee Ghosts and Legends. Milwaukee Ghosts and Legends.
Book to you, Mark. It's a good.
I like to have authors on it. Makes me feel sophisticated.
There you go. So. If you guys want to be on the show or anything, you better get in it. But I don't think we can get anyone else on in 2018 anymore. Let's put this year to bed. And now that I'm bragging about all the guests we have, let's continue with a guestless show.
Come January. You guys know anybody? You don't know anybody?
Well, for a while there, we had guests coming all the time. I was half-assing it, maybe quarter-assing it. And then one week, I realized we didn't have any guests lined up. So I full-assed it for a week. The universe got 4 times the ass coming at them, and now we have just guests. So when I full ass it, universe, this is going to be a great show. But now I'm just back to coasting half ass, quarter ass, 0.25 ass.
1 cylinder?
Yeah. Mark, what cylinder are you running on?
I'm just priming the engine.
There you go. All right, so I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. How'd you do over there?
It was great. We did it with my family on Thursday, and then today being Sunday, we did my wife's family on Saturday, yesterday. So I got 2 Thanksgivings for the price of 1, 2 different days. So I was
2
able
different
to
days is good.
Recover on Friday, recover a little bit, get the chambers ready for a new Thanksgiving package to be delivered. So, yeah. Great food both days. What'd you guys do?
I shot a couple deer on Thanksgiving morning.
Oh, you killed Bambi?
Yeah, I killed Bambi.
and his mom?
Probably. Bambi was adopted by a lesbian couple because I shot 2 of his moms. They were very strong women, though. They had their...
And you didn't shoot them because they were lesbians?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
What is going on?
They were at Charlie Brown's table, and they were both on one side, had great chairs.
Wow.
And then, after dragging these deer out, we were just so tired, we didn't go to Molly's family. That just went, that's done. Okay, we're not coming.
We barely made it to Tom's sister's side of the family.
So we had to drive to Madison.
No, your dad drove us or we wouldn't have gone.
Before, Molly had mentioned that you're not allowed to hunt on the other side of the train tracks. But you, sir, live between the train tracks, so where do you go hunting?
Oh, we go hunting way far away from the house.
It's an old joke that Tom's house is literally between train tracks. It's a train intersection area.
It's a V, and there's my house.
Yeah.
Yep.
And if I want to get out of the V, there is a sanitation place that just cooks human shit all day.
It's wonderful.
So I have trains on both sides of me and just human shit smell coming right into my window. And I only have windows on one side of the house that faces the shit factory.
I think Slinger's trying to tell you something.
Get out! I don't know what else we got to do. We got a train constantly circling this guy's house. We built the sewage treatment plant right here.
You see a train on your left, and then that same train comes by around the right.
Just living on the horn. I don't know. This guy won't leave.
It's the shit train.
It is the shit train.
Yeah, so Tom got 2 deer. I almost got one, and I didn't.
By almost, as she missed.
I missed the day before Thanksgiving, and then on Thanksgiving.
So is this rifle? Is this bow? What is this?
You can use a rifle or shotgun.
What do you use, Molly?
I have a Remington 870 youth model, 20 gauge.
So you have a little boy's rifle?
Yeah. It's not a rifle, it's a shotgun.
Is it pink?
No, it's not. It has wood grain.
Does that make it shoot better?
It's a real boy's gun. Would you stop making fun of me?
Okay.
Why do you I assume you choose to use a youth model. Is there something about it that you like?
First of all, it's the gun that Tom bought for me for my birthday, like the year after we started dating.
I love Wisconsin gun laws. I bought that from a dude in a Menards parking lot in Beaver Dam.
Tom giving you a gun that he found in a parking lot aside.
So the youth model is a 20 gauge rather than your normal 12 gauge.
Okay.
It'll
The
still
smaller you
get the
get, the
job
bigger
done.
the gun.
It'll still get the job done. I can pheasant hunt with it. I can turkey hunt, deer hunt, whatever. I take it hunting with me.
All right.
But it's a little bit shorter and it's a little bit lighter. So my arms are shorter. And so the reach on this gun, when I put it up, it's a lot more comfortable for me than
The longer
holding
barrel,
his gun.
you get heavier.
Yeah.
Can we just put some balloons on the end of it to hold it up for you?
No. Well, but my arms aren't long enough to really comfortably hold his full-size gun either.
So if you were to buy a new hunting weapon, would you buy a youth gun again?
Yeah.
All right. I don't.
Tom has tried taking mine out pheasant hunting because it's lighter.
When you walk around the
One-handed?
woods all day, it's guns are 20, 30 pounds, man. You got to carry that with you everywhere you go.
It's a
I
nice
like
gun.
a little light gun.
There's nothing wrong with it.
As I've said on the podcast, I know almost nothing about hunting, which is why I'm learning with you.
There you go. So, Thanksgiving, I went to my sister's. I ate. I passed out.
There were 2 deer at your sister's that you shot.
No. No, I went to my sister's afterwards and then just ate while everybody played stupid
After he dragged
games.
I drug them like 3 feet. I tried and they were too
Tom's
heavy.
sister?
Instead of taking them out one at a time, I'm the type of guy that just ropes them together and grabs it and barrels on down. Which Molly couldn't budge.
No, I budged them. It wasn't going far.
You helped.
Yeah, I did.
So that was our Thanksgiving. And what else did we do this week, Molly? We did something pretty cool.
Oh yeah, we got to be extras in a movie.
Boom!
Oh yeah, you guys had
That's a first.
you guys had mentioned that to me, but I couldn't make it because my daughter had a doctor's appointment that day.
What is that?
Hollywood.
So
That's what you were hiding from
That's
me.
what I was
what
hiding.
can you tell me?
I am in a movie.
What do you know?
Mr.
What is
Hollywood? This is my acting career taking off.
What do you know about this movie? What?
It is called For Sale. There is a scene in a bar.
I really like that hat on you,
Do
actually.
you? All right. It says Hollywood. There's not a lot of hats that say Hollywood anymore.
Hollywood Tom?
Hollywood Tom. Yeah, this is going to start my acting career. I think I'll probably challenge Meryl Streep for most Oscar nominations. I don't know if I'll get the wins out of it.
Really, it's an honor just to be
It's an honor to just be
Hold
nominated.
on just
I don't
a
think
second.
Hollywood's going to like my attitude, so they're going to not give me,
Ooh,
you
the
know,
bad boy in
well-deserved-
Hollywood.
Yeah,
Hold
it'll take
on.
a while till I earn it.
You don't get any nominations because you can't even follow the rules for being an extra.
Well, to be fair,
All
you're
right, I'm
at
sure
a
lot
bar,
of
right?
people have,
And you're method, right?
yeah.
So you're really drinking.
John
we
John
only had
Boudry
soda.
likes your hat. He says
All
it's
right.
top notch.
They gave
So,
us soda.
I
You only
want
get
to
soda.
I want to share
They didn't
this
give enough soda.
experience. We were at a bar shooting this scene for the movie, and we were extras sitting at the bar, and we were supposed to be. Our job is you sit here, and they paired us up, and they had.
Ooh,
Two
do they pair
people-
you together or do they
Well,
separate you two?
See, I had a
No, I don't see
choice
him
of
with
who to
her.
sit next to, and I made the mistake of sitting next to Tom, or I should have sat next to Gravy.
Gravy from Paranormal Investigator.
He was
Of
there as
Milwaukee.
well. Because Tom, not only can Tom not whisper, Tom cannot
Fake talk.
So you're supposed to just mouth that you're talking, just mouth
Just
words and
pretend we're in
pretend
a bar.
to be talking.
So do some acting. Wait, no. Can I now speak with Tom, the actor?
Tom the actor. Well,
no. So
my
this is how it
backstory
went.
was we were on a Tinder date and I was nailing it. We were going to the smush room. I was on fire.
He was going to be the guy in the background mouthing dirty words
Oh,
so
yeah,
that all
that's
the
what I
deaf
did.
people
Molly, let me tell my joke because you're going to ruin it. Here's what I did because
who could read lips.
shut the fuck up. One person this is going to be a gift for because while the scene's going on and I'm in the background, my face was facing the camera, right?
So you're just staring at the camera, mouthing the F word.
I
No,
was-
You're like
he
a
was
deaf guy
mouthing
with
other
Tourette's.
things.
I was mouthing the like filthiest, dirtiest things I could think of to Molly.
But he wasn't just mouthing them; he was actually whispering. Like I could hear him, and you don't know how.
But that
How
one
sensitive
deaf
their
person
mic
that can
is.
read lips.
Yeah, but you don't know how
It's going to
sensitive
be
their
such a
microphone
treat.
is.
They're going to. I hope Chris doesn't get mad and still keeps me in movies.
What if their microphone picks it up and they're hearing?
They got a
everything
button
you
that can
said?
drown me out.
No, they don't. You don't know.
You got a button that can drown me out. Go ahead, hit the button that drowns me out right now.
Yeah, but you've got a separate mic. They had one mic recording their actors that were talking.
The other guys by us got yelled at for
Well,
talking.
I did some mic research because
It
I was
was
thinking
just
of
funny.
buying us a new mic, and they use directional mics a lot. So was it a boom mic?
Yeah,
So
Yes.
yeah, for that you need to be like right under it, and it matters
Okay.
where it's pointing.
it
So
was
they
pointing
probably
straight down because
did- yeah.
the two actors were
Yeah.
facing each
So they're
other
not
at the
going to
bar.
get much of anything outside of that little cone if that thing was a
But
flashlight.
the thing was, he literally could not just mouth words.
So could
he
you do
couldn't.
could you mouth some of these words now for us? Could you?
No, he can't because he will actually say them. No, wait, how you did that time? Why couldn't you do that when we were?
So it was really weird because they set everybody up and they give you soda. And they gave us these really weird straws, like kid straws. Not,
Like curly Q straws?
they were fat and like hot pink or hot green straws. So, and then
Like the margarita straws at the Mexican
It
place. I
wasn't what
love.
you would normally put in a mixed drink at a
a
bar.
mixed drink.
But
So yeah, we just get in there and I didn't realize we still had to edit the show that night. We, as in Molly, had to edit the show that night.
yeah, we
But it takes a long time to shoot a scene.
Yes.
We
Yes, it
started
does.
at-
Yeah.
What time did we start? We got there at like 4:30.
I've
We
been in
didn't get out
many.
of there till after 9.
I've been in many student films.
Yeah,
What you think is going to take 5 minutes takes 2 fucking days.
but it was a lot
Yeah.
of fun, and I'm very excited to see the finished project.
Yeah, the film is called For Sale. I'm the dude nailing it with his Tinder date at the bar.
Are there who are your new famous best friends that you met on this shoot?
We met a director. I can't remember his name because when you meet like so many people rapid fire, you don't get
Were there
their
any?
names right.
Did you recognize any actors or actresses?
No, there were
Oh,
only
okay.
2 actors in the scene.
Okay.
Right,
Besides
everyone else was extras.
myself.
Well,
so
yeah,
3.
obviously
I mean,
three actors.
Yeah, in the scene.
Well, but Chris is the producer, right?
Yep, Christopher
then-
House, who's Twisted Dreams Film Festival. He's
Okay.
on Movies with Mark the last couple
crew.
weeks.
Yeah.
He'll be on filling in for a while.
He just decided to direct his first movie coming up.
Yes.
He's going to be directing a movie.
Very cool.
So it took place in Racine. Molly, do you remember the name of the bar offhand? McGoffers? Yeah.
McAuliffe's
McAuliffe's.
or something?
It was on 6th
I
Street.
would have to look
213
it up.
6th Street, Racine. That's where
It
we
was a
were.
cute little bar.
But yeah, it's
Very cool.
fun watching people come in that are trying to go to the bar, but the bar is shut down.
They had to put a sign on the door because there
Yeah.
were people walking in.
What time of day was this?
Night.
Oh, it was actually filmed at night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, pitch black, so 5 o'clock at night in Wisconsin this time of year.
We
So.
had a lot of fun.
Cool.
It was cool. Tom was trying to get me to laugh the entire time. He was just...
It gets boring. Like, okay, so I have this funny idea. I'm going to mouth all this dirty stuff. Okay, next scene.
We're doing it again.
Okay. I think I can think of some more
Well,
dirty
then he started talking about like what we were going to have for dinner.
Yeah, then I'm mouthing like what we're going to eat for dinner because everybody's getting hungry.
Just out of curiosity, how many cameras do they have? Just one?
I think it was just...
No, I think they had a couple cameras.
I wasn't looking down there because...
Because, yeah, usually
Well, they had
on
a
on a
standing
remote
camera
shoot,
and a
it'll be a
moving.
single camera, and they'll just do everything over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But if it's a real expensive thing, they might have 3 cameras and
I
whatever.
think
the
they
whole
had
place.
They
one.
did a couple extra...
I know they have
different
like a
shots.
moving
They did
of the guy
yeah.
walking into the bar. It's supposed to be some guy down on his luck or something, and he just gets pulled into this bar
Yeah.
and talks
And,
to the
he's got
bartender.
a mouth what he's having for dinner to his wife.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was the real essence of the scene.
Yeah.
People are going to say, what's this movie for sale about? It's about a guy in a bar trying to figure out what to have for dinner with his girlfriend.
Tinder date.
It was a Tinder date.
Well, I'm joking that you and Molly were the centerpiece
Oh,
of the scene.
Right.
We were the
But
centerpiece. We were on a centerpiece.
Our backstory is that we were on a Tinder date.
And I was trying to convince her that when you swipe right, you enter a social contract for sex. Why are you on Tinder for a relationship? You can have a relationship after, but tonight is sex.
But tonight, we Tinder.
Nice.
So it was pretty cool. So we'll see where it goes. Looking forward to that. I'm not sure if that's going to be in the Twisted Dreams Film Festival. I forgot to ask. By the time, like, they were going to have a wrap party, because I think that was the last scene of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to know if we wanted to stick around and join.
Good idea. Have your last scene in
At
the
a
bar
bar.
where you're having your rap party.
I think it
Yeah.
was just the last scene they were filming.
That's brilliance
Okay.
right there.
Yeah, last scene that they were filming, so they were having their wrap party and everything, but we're like, we got a lot to do, and we haven't had dinner, and it's an hour and a half ride home.
And Polly still has to edit the show
So yeah, that
and
didn't
get it out.
work too right. But all right, we did this last year. We had a lot of fun because we had some fun guests. We had Trav and Autumn Fisher,
Oh, that's right.
and
That was the Mother's Milk episode.
that was it's been 1 year since I drank breast
Do you
milk
feel
on the show.
do you feel strong?
I feel good. I feel really good. It's been a good year, I think. So we did the weird Christmas gift ideas.
Yes.
And if you guys want to check this out, this is from the Huffington Post, 41 weird Christmas gifts that even normal people will love. So I figured it's that time of year. We did it exactly a year ago.
All right.
Yeah, you've been on the show now for a year.
Yep.
Total of a year. You owe me $5, dude. You said we'd never make it this long.
You call this making it?
We're not in your house anymore. We made it.
That is true.
I
You
bought
have outgrown the nest.
Yes.
And he's got an awesome hat.
Yeah, and I got an awesome hat now.
And that is the definition of making it.
That is. Oh.
Oh, no.
Guys cough. We got volume here that we're not supposed to have. Okay.
Way to go, Tom.
It refuses.
That does nothing.
All right. So have you seen these beardaments?
What?
I have.
Check it out.
I
Christmas ornaments for your beard.
as a man
Those are
with a beard,
actually awesome.
there's nothing more that I hate more than shit in my beard.
That guy's
And then
rocking
jingling?
it though.
I don't well, he's got the big I'm a hipster douche beard.
Yeah.
I
Because
don't
if you have that beard, it does not fit with the.
Well, he's got
Fade.
the awesome mustache.
No, it does.
To go along with it.
That's the hips that's the thing. That's the look.
You look like
That's very trendy right now.
the fade on top, Civil War general on the bottom.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't like the big bushy beard. I think it's too messy. I know guys who use beard wax, and I'm like, ugh, you want to have a greasy beard? So I keep my beard short and tight. I do the chin straps. I don't like the hairs to be more than, half an inch at most long.
Okay.
So you rocked a beard from time to time.
Yeah.
How do you prefer a beard?
As mean as possible.
Hey, you're next, Molly.
Yeah. I just grow it until I get sick of it. It really comes down to when it hits a certain length, you actually get like bedhead for a beard. And when you start looking like you slept on this side because your beard's all flattened down, it's too long.
My facial hair is asymmetrical, which does dictate the way I wear it a little bit. I have to shave off those spots where it's blatantly wrong.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Mine comes in thick and hard, and no matter
But what about the beard?
Boom, Mark, you get a rim shot.
Speaking of...
Nope.
Oh, you gave crickets.
Speaking of thick and hard, Molly,
Yeah.
What?
what do you like in a man's beard?
I don't.
It in the bottom of
them.
the sink.
Yeah.
You don't like beards at all?
Well, just because my experience with beards is when Tom grows a beard, and it grows like it's mean.
Yeah. You can tell
It's
when I
not
grow
soft.
a beard by looking at the color of Molly's thighs.
It's all rug rash.
Yeah.
I don't like kissing him when he grows a beard because it's
All
not
right.
soft. It's just prickly and.
I think that
Not a doggy style when I grow a beard.
when I kiss my daughter, I'll rub the beard on her cheek, and she really seems to enjoy it. So I would have
Okay.
figured that women liked that.
No. Here is a dinosaur Christmas sweater. It looks like it's going through the lady.
So what do you think of the whole ugly Christmas sweater thing?
It was cool 10 years ago.
It
Now
ran
people
its
are
course.
just making money off
Yeah.
of it.
And now, like the whole idea was to find a sweater that is just unintentionally hideous.
Right.
And now you can like buy them for like
They're
$30.
intentionally
And
hideous
I'm like,
now.
what's the point of this?
What's the point of this? No. I won one ugly sweater contest one year. I just wore my mom's sweater vest.
There-
It had
that's the
no
idea.
With no sleeves
That's the idea.
and nothing under it.
My mom felt really stupid because it was like the one she wears every year.
and he won.
I came home drunk. Ma!
What I hate even more,
What are you doing wearing my sweater? I won an ugly sweater contest.
what makes no sense to me is the t-shirt that's printed to look like it's a ugly sweater. Why? Just commit. Get the real thing. Get the sweater.
So what do you think about this here? A giant yard inflatable bottle of Hidden Valley Ranch dressing.
That's so
Let's
festive.
do it.
It
That
is
is
a
so
10-foot tall
To be-
blow up.
To be fair, I'm not a ranch guy. Does it come in blue cheese?
Ew, gross. That would
Who
smell so
says
bad.
I love ranch so much that they're going to put a giant inflatable? It's bigger
Well,
than
that's
those
not even-
snowmen out
That's
there.
not even
America.
a Christmas thing. That's like an all year long.
America, that's who.
America doesn't even know what's in ranch. What's in ranch?
Awesomeness.
There's not a ranch plant.
No, it's a buttermilk base usually, and then it's certain spices that I
That are
don't know
red
off the
and
top of
green
my
and
head.
black. And
Yeah.
it's everything. Okay. So
It's
nobody
just
even
good.
knows what's in ranch. I don't like it enough to put it in my yard.
That's weird.
Give me a bottle of Frank's.
Would
Red
you
Hot, I'll
ever,
throw it up there?
Would you ever use ranch in the bedroom?
I got strawberries and ranch. All right, baby.
Ew.
And a beard.
It's so gross.
Beard. Maybe this ranch will cool them guys off, baby.
Cool ranch.
No.
Okay, there is a wine bottle stopper that looks like a mouse.
You know, you can never have enough wine bottle stoppers.
So-
I'm just going to say it.
It looks like
Okay.
the mouse is just diving headfirst into this bottle of wine.
It's fun. It's whimsical. I say go for it.
Get
I like it.
Okay. Harry Santa body.
It doesn't look hairy from this. I'm maybe 3 feet away from the monitor.
I'm hairier.
I don't
than
see any hair there.
What
I'm
makes it
hairier.
a Santa body? Does it look like it's got a
that.
fat
It
belly, or
says
is it
Santa
stuffed?
bod.
He's just got boobs,
Santa bod. So it's,
and they're man boobs, so
Is
they're
it like cushioned, stuffed, or is it just...
no, that's just the pattern printed on it. It looks like Santa Claus has his shirt off.
It looks like Santa Claus lost a lot of weight, but still has the skin left over.
Oh yeah, it's a little wrinkly there. All right,
But yeah, I'm
gross.
way hairier than
Okay,
that.
we won't do that. William Shakespeare tissue box.
So
So
Okay.
the tissues come out of his mustache. He's laying
Susan
down.
loves Shakespeare, but
A tissue box? You need tissues all the time. With a
I
newborn.
go through tissues
Mark, you should get that for Susan.
a lot.
I bet she would get
I have allergies. I have fucking a child, so someone's always sick in the house.
Yep.
Yeah.
How about a Breaking Bad incense burner?
Not a big incense guy.
The van. Well, you don't smoke enough weed.
No, that's true.
How would you even...
You put it in the van.
Oh, is it an oil incense versus like the sticks? Because Susan used to do a lot of incense.
It comes with their own. It looks like Walter White's trailer.
So you want it to smell like you're cooking meth?
Okay, here's a spider nose warmer.
Why?
It's a yarn spider, and the legs wrap around your head, so it looks like a spider is on your nose.
Why?
I
mean, I'm the guy who wears a baklava around the house.
For hunting, that might be good.
Baklava. Baklava's dessert.
No,
Yeah.
That would be terrible for hunting because it would just get all wet and like steamy from you breathing in it.
Well,
would
maybe
just get
it
cold.
wouldn't get wet because it's not cold.
Yeah, but what about this nose
No,
cover?
because I've used those, the ones that you pull up over your face and it gets wet.
You know what I really hate? I bought a pair of safety goggles because I'm mudding and drywalling the second floor still. And you put these goggles on and they just fog up instantly.
Yeah.
So now I'm covered in drywall dust because I'm sanding and I can't see anything. And I take them off and my eyes instantly burn from all the powder. So I put them back on and now I'm just blindly sanding things. I'm like, I think I'm on the wall. Oh, I hate it.
Well, that's awesome, except it's the wrong colors.
It is a Death Star tree topper.
There you go.
But it's red and then the hole is green.
Death Star from A New Hope, so it's a completed Death Star.
That wasn't a Death Star, though. That was something better, right?
No, it was a Death Star.
Oh,
A New Hope?
what's the new one that they built in 7?
Starkiller Station was, or Starkiller Base
Yeah.
was in the Force Awakens.
Okay.
But that was just a rip-off of the original Star Destroyer.
Crappie plunger.
Huh.
Well, scroll down. Let me see this. So it's a fishing rod
With a plunger on the end.
Does it function as a fishing rod? Is it like that little Ron Popeil
Unfoldy
yeah,
pocket.
pocket fisherman or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Because that's a good
See,
gift.
a lot of people would pronounce this crappy, but since it's a fishing rod, I'm assuming it's crappie.
You can
plunger.
never have enough plungers.
Yeah. Ugly Christmas sweater necklace. So it's a necklace of an ugly Christmas sweater.
No, because you have to whip it out to show it. People aren't going to. No.
Santa drops a deuce sweater. All right. As I scrolled down, it was pretty good.
That's
It's
not bad.
Santa sitting on your chimney.
It's a sweater.
It's a sweater of Santa sitting on your chimney, reading the newspaper, taking a shit down your chimney.
With his pants around his ankles. Yep.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Okay, another one of those. Alice
Ooh,
Cooper
here we go.
figurine. All right.
School's out.
Best concert I've ever seen in my life was Alice Cooper.
Is it like an ornament or what is it?
It's a figurine. You can see it over here. It's just like a life-size.
Life size. It looks like it's
Life-size.
12 inch. It looks like
It's
a 12 inch.
life-size 12 inch.
It's in someone's hand. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be an
Not
8-inch
life-size.
action figure. It's a great likeness.
It looks.
Go back to it.
Okay.
Yeah, I bought a lot of action figures back in high school and college, and when it comes to
He's got the
figures
snake.
of specific people or characters, there's a lot of shitty like Lord of the Rings action figures that don't look anything like Viggo
Yeah.
Mortensen or whatever. That's a pretty good likeness. I approve of this Alice Cooper action figure.
Do you approve of the cat butt scratch and sniff book? Cat butt.
I'm not
Scratch
really
and
sure
sniff.
what my cat's butt smells like.
Oh, okay. A book that lets you scratch and
Nor
sniff.
would you want to know.
Pictures.
But
I mean, he does stick his butt in my face a lot, but I resist the urge to smell.
why would you want to
It's
scratch and
pictures
sniff?
of different cats' butts that you can scratch and sniff.
Why? Why?
And it's made like a children's book.
It'd be fun if they were like fun smells.
Do different cats'
like this one
butts
smells like
smell
schnozberries.
Yeah, this one is
Yeah.
a Persian.
It's
A snowman bong. There you go.
Sure,
There you go.
it's glassware.
Inflatable cup of noodles. This is a
It's-
giant
Yeah,
torso-sized balloon that says cup of noodles. Sometimes these are just like companies that threw darts at a wall to see if people would buy something. Because I'm sure that Hidden Valley Ranch is like, hey, what if we did this? And everybody's like, I want it.
Okay.
I'll be the only guy in the neighborhood that you got blow up snowman, blow up Grinch. I got to blow up Hidden Valley Ranch.
Cup noodles are not a staple of my diet, but you always see them
Some
in
people
movies.
are.
Molly, you work in an office. You eat a lot of cup noodles?
yeah.
You do?
Sometimes
Oh, shit. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she does.
I like the ones that are
cup.
like a little bit different though. Not the ramen noodles. The
I don't.
The ones with peas?
ones that have like the liquid flavoring and There's some better noodles.
Okay. Top tier
Yes.
microwave noodles.
Classy. Here is a cover-up duck, which I don't know why you're giving. This is for like when you get out of the water.
It's like a towel.
It's like something
You don't
that
buy
you would...
beach things.
What if a
for
towel is
Christmas?
shaped like a duck?
Right, it's like something you see people put on their kids, and it's adorable, but it's an adult.
But that's a grown-ass
size one.
man.
Yep.
Okay, this one's weird. Kayak disguised as a backpack.
So it must be inflatable, huh?
Yeah. So you wear it like a backpack, but
Oh, that
nobody
is someone. That is a backpack on someone's back. You can see their legs at the bottom of the
Oh,
picture.
it's huge.
Yeah, that is. No one hasn't figured out what that is. That is not disguised as a backpack. That
That
looks like a
doesn't
kayak shoved onto someone's back.
Yeah.
That's a good one. It's another smart-ass sweater with President Trump, and it says fake trees.
Hey, there you go.
Pictures.
Dolly's clocks or whatever.
Salvador Dali.
Melting
Melting
clock.
clock. That's
Just
cool.
sits on the wall.
Does it
It's
actually
melted
work?
around.
I bet you it does. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't see why it wouldn't. The hands are short enough.
I like it.
Groot wireless mouse. Uh-oh.
Not a fan of wireless mouses.
No, that's what I'm using right here.
Batteries, man.
I know.
I'm too lazy to go buy new ones. I don't have a mouse anymore.
Santa
Yeah, but cords
sold
suck.
shrooms, the origin of the world's most famous person. A book. How Santa used psychedelic mushrooms and how reindeer used to get high off shroom-tainted urine in the snow.
Sure.
Okay. Drink holding belt buckle. Jeff has one of those.
Hey. That makes sense.
The legend has one of those. It just flips open and you can
It
hold
feels
your
right.
beer.
It feels right.
Does feel right. A banana phone.
Wait, like a cell phone?
Yeah, right there.
Or like a landline?
Life's too short. A phone shaped like a banana. That's what it is. No, they're out in the beach right there. That's got to be a cell phone.
Could be wireless.
Okay, the comfy.
My sister has one of those.
Okay.
On Thanksgiving, she was wearing it. It looks like a hoodie that is 10 sizes too big, and it's lined with like fur on the inside.
So it's like the new Snuggie.
I saw it and I'm like, it looks really comfortable, but it looks like you've really given up on life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
I
does.
swear you should put that on your Tinder profile.
But I kinda-
How many giant sweaters you have. That-
one more.
I kind
I
of
own
want one
20
of those.
sweaters that you can borrow.
My wife said she wants one.
I would live in one of those.
It looks super comfy,
It
but
does.
it looks, super baggy.
Okay.
Like it looks like it needs a meatball sub stain.
That would be like my Mr.
That's all
Rogers
that's
come home
missing.
from work and put it on.
And it's a we're not having sex tonight sweater.
or
I've given up.
or there's room for two in there.
I'm ready for bed.
That is almost a sleeping bag, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
that
is.
All right. A Thanos cookie jar. It's
it's
actually
the
the
gauntlet.
Infinity Gauntlet. So why do they call it Thanos? Other
Because
people
it's
can have
Thanos'
it.
gauntlet.
Well, the hand part of the gauntlet opens up, and it looks like it only holds 3 cookies. So
Well, that's just for the picture.
I'm sure there's more inside.
sushi socks, Molly. Look at that. There's socks that look like sushis on your feet. Look
Oh,
like sushi rolls.
Yeah, I get it.
Oh, okay,
Like
they're
they're
little,
rolled up, and they look like sushi all rolled up.
Yeah.
Because everyone takes the time to fold and roll all their
Yeah,
socks.
no. You're lucky if my socks match.
Susan doesn't even match them
No.
at all.
Oh, this is gonna get
Ooh, here we go.
Beach Babe Raft. It looks like a woman in a bikini.
So here's the thing, though. It's 6 foot tall, and it goes from her mid thigh to the middle of her décolletage. So
Yeah.
it's
no head, no arms.
That's all you need.
No. It looks like he's got mommy issues, is what it looks like.
What do you need? That's perfect. You got all the bits you want,
On a woman who would otherwise be 20 feet tall.
but she's got no head. She can't nag your head off. No one's telling you to do the dishes and put your shit away.
And then you can sleep on her when you're done.
There
Yeah.
you go. All right. Baseball hat with a chalkboard, so
It's
you can
kind of fun. You can
paint
mix
your
it
own
up.
stuff.
Yeah.
Right on where Hollywood would be. See, I would just do that in Right Hollywood anyway.
I mean,
so-
the problem with that is you could buy any old hat and get chalkboard paint and just apply that to the hat. Whereas this is a little chalkboard that's
a lot of
scratched
people
to the
aren't
hat.
crafty like you and your wife, sir.
That a lot of this shit is easy to do. All you gotta do is Google that shit.
You could glue flowers on the paintings.
I could.
Make a lot
And
of
hey,
money.
Hey, she's turning a profit, sir.
I don't.
We are still funding out of our pockets.
What the hell is this? The Flushing Frenzy. It's a game in which you try to capture flying poop
Ooh, Upper Decker.
from a from a toy toilet.
So it's a toilet, and there's a plunger where you'd expect a plunger to be in the bowl, and then there's what looks like a turd in the
upper deck.
upper deck. So, yeah, which is the worst thing you can do to somebody, by the way.
Okay.
You ever taken an upper decker?
No.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No.
You better not say. Actually, Mark.
Go
Remember
check
the
it
party house?
out.
Next time I
Now
go to your
this
house.
I want. All
That's
right.
cool.
A Thor's Hammer meat tenderizer.
I believe it's called Mjolnir.
And it's meat tenderizer.
That's cool.
That's awesome. All right. A heartfelt Batman Christmas sweater.
That meat tenderizer could go
Yeah,
with your Starship Enterprise pizza cutter that you never use.
I brought it out for Mark once.
I don't remember
I
this.
brought it over. You never seen my Starship Enterprise pizza cutter?
I think you told me about it.
It's still in the case and the foam.
Which Enterprise?
The old one.
Okay.
The Kirk.
The original.
NC.
It's
Not
very
the A,
sharp.
but the original.
Yeah.
It's a nice pizza
Oh,
cutter.
it's sharp as fuck. I was like cutting the cardboard while I was cutting the pizza.
So we got ourselves a Batman sweater, and it appears to be the 90s animated series Batman and Joker.
Where Mark Hamill voiced the Joker.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
That one?
Kevin Conroy, the definitive Batman, in my opinion.
All right.
What? You don't love that show?
Here's a car umbrella, Mark.
Why? It's a hardtop car. It's not a
But you don't need
convertible.
it to get wet.
One gust of wind and that thing's gone.
The whole car is flipping over. Don't drive with it.
The only thing I can see that being useful for is sometimes when you have to park on the road and you're under a tree and you get just the berries or the bird shit.
Well,
over your
yeah,
car.
our garage is
Bird
full of
shit,
shit,
yeah.
so our cars are parked year-round in the driveway. If you had like a
Yeah.
collector car, you could put that on it and then throw a tarp over it, and it would be super safe from anything. But, yeah. The problem with that as a gag gift is it probably costs way too much
Yeah.
to buy as a gag gift.
Oh, here's a Captain America carving board. It looks like the shield.
Wouldn't that immediately dull your pizza cutter? Because it's
Or your-
vibranium?
Yeah.
I think it's a replica, Mark.
All right. A cooler with a built-in blender. There
Oh,
you
yeah,
go.
I've seen this thing.
Yeah? Have you seen the motorized cooler?
Yeah, it's called the Cooler.
Yeah.
Like it's cooler than you. I saw it on there was the show on History about launching products on like
Yeah, it's got like
fundraising
outlets or-
websites. Yeah, it has
It's
like
got tons of
for
cool
making
stuff.
margaritas. It's got like speakers and shit built into it. It's like
I
the
want the
ultimate
one
party
that
cooler.
you can drive.
Yeah.
I saw a dude at a volleyball tournament I was playing in, and I just felt like this dude was cooler than me because he came like down and he's driving a fucking cooler. You ride it.
like
Like
a
a-
scooter.
And it's a cooler. And then he like reaches in and pulls out a beer and he's just driving his beer. his
At
cooler.
Summer Sounds, there's the goose robot that tows a cooler right behind it.
Okay.
So if that thing comes around a little later in the evening, maybe I'll catch you riding it.
Yeah. Oh, Pickle Rick sleeping bag. Molly. For Rick and Morty, one of the greatest shows of all time, in my opinion. It's Pickle Rick.
My Pickle Rick.
I still
But-
have only seen one episode of that.
You would never use a sleeping bag, Tom, because you will never come camping with me.
No. You want to go camping? Everybody gets crabby camping. Go leave your house to live like a homeless person.
Well,
I like camping if the weather's
Susan's
nice.
family likes to what I call glamping, where there's a building to poop in, there's
Okay.
water and electricity at all the sites.
You can shower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to me, camping should be a little miserable. You should be going back to nature a little bit versus just setting all your shit up outside.
That's what it is. I don't like doing that.
Yeah. Like I went camping earlier
I'm the
this
dude
year.
who goes to town every day and comes back 7 hours later for dinner and drinking at the bonfire.
Yeah, I went
In the
camping-
morning, I get hungover, and then I go and I have lunch, go shopping, fuck around, see a movie, and then I come back. Hey, where was Tom all day? Fucking not camping.
I was communing with nature.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've seen people camp with TVs and DVD players. Like, what's the fucking point? We could have done this in your backyard and saved a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark,
Not
why
that
don't
they're
we just have a
expensive.
bonfire and then watch a movie
Yeah.
like we
Done.
normally do.
Sold.
Boom. X-File Barbies. Look at that. Mulder
Ooh.
and Scully.
My old roommate would love that shit.
Yeah.
You met Burke. He was at my wedding as well. He kind of looks like he could be David Duchovny's brother. They have kind of a similar looking face.
Okay.
But he doesn't have the awesome hair that David Duchovny has.
All right.
Sorry, Chris.
App-controlled paper airplane? Uh-oh.
Yeah.
So it's like a drone.
So you can tell
but
it not to
looks like a
crash
paper
instantly?
airplane?
Shit, I'm getting a call.
I have never made a good paper airplane in my life.
Oh, I do.
How far have you gotten one to go?
Still going, man.
It's
Got
an
it to the
it's an orbit.
stratosphere. No, you got to use like a ruler and really get the corners.
There we go. Next time we do a live event, we'll have an paper airplane competition to see who
set
can
up
throw
a
theirs the
target?
farthest. Yeah, we'll put a barrel, and whoever gets
it
that in the barrel wins a
Gets a
prize.
Bottle
Like
of
on that
lubes or
episode of
something.
Bob's Burgers a
Yeah.
couple of weeks ago. Yeah.
A blender. You could set up a blender and give it away.
Done.
Perfect. Whoever gets it in the blender gets it. I'll send 2 go in the blender. Fuck.
You have to share it.
It's a dead heat. Keep throwing till one of you guys do it again.
Double or nothing.
We wish you a poopy Christmas. The Fudgy the Poop Man's collection of Christmas classics made crappy.
The problem is that feels like it's ripping off Mr. Hanky.
Yes, it is.
So it loses points on originality.
Yeah. So, the reason why I brought up this list is I was a little confused and I wanted you to straighten me out here.
Okay.
When is Black Friday?
Black Friday is the Friday immediately following Thanksgiving.
When does it start? The sales.
As someone who has worked in retail, but not in a while, there are sales that are starting Thursday afternoon, Thanksgiving Day. I'm against that. I don't even go out shopping on Black Friday because I don't like other human beings in general, and I really don't want to go shopping when everyone else is there.
If you see me in a store on Black Friday during deer season, with how much I hate crowds, call the police because something is way wrong.
Because Tom's about to be on the news.
Yeah. Call the police because I'm being date raped to go to a store on Black Friday.
I've never been Black Friday shopping either.
Well, okay. I've already done Black Friday shopping way earlier this week. That's how I got this hat on sale.
You went to the Hollywood store?
Went to the Hollywood store. You gotta get in. You can't get in there, Mark. I could maybe get you something from the Hollywood store now.
Oh, really?
But
now that I'm not allowed it, I'm more interested.
Yes.
You bought it on Amazon.
For the Black Friday deal, like on Monday. Everything's starting so much
Cyber-
earlier.
Cyber Monday would be tomorrow.
Which
Small Business Saturday was
I have
yesterday.
a story here how Black Friday and Cyber Monday are increasingly merging.
Well, yeah,
and it's going further and further back. It's already
it's becoming a week-long thing because everyone is so much competing over our business, your business universe.
If I can sit and get the same deals from my couch and have it shipped to me and not have to deal with people.
And use the link on our website
That's true.
for all your Amazon shopping.
Please do
and
that.
support the show.
Universe, we need some new stuff here, and I reused aluminum foil today. Those taquitos that we're heating up, that I heated on the aluminum foil, yeah, that's what covered up the salsa and the sour cream we're going to be using when we eat them again when we get home.
Nice.
So,
yeah, I would say 75% of my shopping online.
okay.
The remaining 25% is all booze. You can't go wrong giving someone a bottle of wine or
Yeah.
I have some friends who don't drink and
They
I
don't
guess
get shit.
they're not getting anything. They're getting O'Doul's.
Bam. But I guess since the companies created Black Friday,
Well,
they get to say
it's
when
called
it starts?
Black Friday because
'Cause you go
traditionally
into
that
black.
was the first day of the year they turned a profit. So it's not like they create a Black Friday. That's always been like
But the Black
the
Friday
day.
sales have
Yes.
now creeped into Thanksgiving, and now it's gone even before Thanksgiving. Like, get your Black Friday shopping done before the holidays, because everybody got
Black
pissed.
Friday week.
Yeah, everybody got pissed that they moved it to Thanksgiving, and then people were like, I can't really drink with my relatives. I got to go Black Friday shopping at midnight. They're like, oh no, stores open at 6. Now it's like, well, let's not fuck up Thanksgiving. Let's have Black Friday on Wednesday, which I've seen.
Yeah, sure.
So your Black Friday shopping is gone Wednesday. But then there's Cyber Monday. So is it like a Wednesday to Wednesday week is Black Friday now?
It's whatever the retailer wants it to be.
And every retailer has their own Black Friday sales, so you could technically Black Friday shop for...
A lot of the quote-unquote deals, they'll, like, if you're going to go to look for a TV or something, they will bring in the shittiest TVs that they don't normally sell because they're too shitty, and that'll be their Black Friday deal. So in my opinion, most of the stuff you're buying, you're not getting a good deal on this. This is just some shitty thing that is subpar, and you're paying a decent price for it only because it is worth nothing.
Yeah.
So if you want to buy a TV, buy the nice TV. Don't buy the shit TV that won't even make it till next Black Friday, or the off-brand blender for your paper airplane competition.
So you've not been Black Friday shopping?
We happen to have been in a Home Depot on Friday because we were putting up our Christmas decorations and we needed extension cords. Okay. So unfortunately, I ended up in a store on Black Friday and I instantly regretted it.
Is it still a middle-aged housewife mosh pit?
Home Depot?
Black Friday stores.
We were there at like 4 in the afternoon.
Oh.
I have never gone out ever in my life to the midnight stuff. Have you guys ever done that?
No.
I know you've done like video game midnight stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's
just one
and Harry
game
Potter
on sale.
Books.
What a nerd. Harry Potter books.
I bet you the Black Friday deal smells better. The Call of Duty midnight or the Harry Potter midnight.
We went for the Red Dead Redemption. It was actually a 9:00 release, and I was the only female in there that wasn't
as
a worker.
As soon as midnight strikes anywhere in America now, rest of America gets it. Because why should those fuckers in New York get it before me?
That's them's the bricks, sir.
They get it and they start typing crap up, and people in California are like, "What the fuck?"
That's life.
I thought it was because by the time that it was midnight, you would maybe finally have the game installed.
All the updates because the game
forever.
Isn't finished yet. We've talked about that. We talked about that a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Or did we release that episode? That was just you and me talking.
I don't.
Oh, we did because that was while you were hunting.
Yeah. That was with Diner. Who couldn't make it today either. Neither could Jeff. Neither could Nate.
It's going to be snowpocalypse tomorrow, so I'm not surprised.
You know what?
It's going to snow tomorrow? What?
I was looking because Avery at first was worried about the snow. He's going to be on the show. He's like, hey, can we play it by ear? You know,
sure.
It's supposed to be a snowstorm. I'm like, well, let me check the Weather Channel. 20% chance of precipitation, 1 to 2 inches possible. I went to Fox 6. 80% chance, 2 to 10. What the fuck?
It's a guess. And the meteorologist in charge.
I'm saying is the local stations blow it out of proportion. The National Weather Service is telling you, go to the Weather Channel. Don't go to Fox 6. Don't go to your local news stories. They're all competing with each other.
It is a ratings game. Yeah.
Trying to get you to watch. And then when you watch, you go, oh, I wonder if it's going to be more. Did it change? Is it going to get worse? I'm going to keep watching the news. And then you just go to the Weather Channel and they're like, dude, you're getting 2 inches. And that's all you get.
Yeah.
But they're putting everybody in a panic just to keep you watching. Yep. They'll break up the...
Snowpocalypse. Back in at 10 o'clock.
You want to make a gentleman's bet?
Follow.
Gentleman's bet.
Sure.
They break up the Packer game tonight with snow coverage.
What channel is it on?
Channel 4.
Okay. Yeah. Local network. Are you taking the bet that they will break into coverage?
Yes.
And I'm taking the bet they will not break in.
That they will not, because you will not record.
Well, there's going to be a picture of a guy standing by the freeway at some point saying, "We're getting ready for the snow, Bill." But are they going to interrupt coverage?
I think they're going to interrupt.
Am I going to miss a down because of some guy off the freeway?
You're going to interrupt the down because it is a snow emergency.
So if they give you a weather update, but it doesn't interrupt the game, Mark still wins.
This is how I'm predicting it. Okay? It is gonna go like this. Screen of the main guy, small screen Packer game still. Little bit, but then the guy.
But what if it's during a challenge and it's also during a pizza commercial?
It's gonna be just pop-up ads from AOL everywhere.
It's gonna be small screen, small screen, small screen.
Yeah. So that's what I think is gonna happen. You're gonna get the guys and you're like, don't worry, we're still showing the Packer game down in the corner, but it's going to snow like a motherfucker out here. And then...
Oh, yeah, I'll take that bet. I don't think they're not going to break into coverage.
You don't think they're going to mess with the sacred Green Bay Packer game?
I don't think we're going to get that much snow.
I'm gonna have to trust you because I'm gonna miss an hour of the Packer game. Walking Dead
DVR
mid-season finale.
Yeah, the finale overrules.
You still watch that show?
Heck
I know.
yes.
Who's still on? Who of the original cast is still on that show?
From the original first season?
Yeah, is Rick still there?
No.
Daryl's gone, right?
No.
Daryl's still there.
Daryl's still there.
Okay.
Carol's still there.
Daryl and
Well, I
Carol.
heard Daryl was leaving the show. I heard Andy Lincoln was leaving the show.
Maggie left the show.
Yeah. So
She
it's
might
just
be
a
back.
soap opera with zombies. You do know this.
Yeah.
It's As the World Turns.
Well, I would have never. Let's
I-
go into The Walking Dead
I don't
a
watch
little bit.
soap
little
operas.
bit of, you know what, 6 million people watch it a week. We can talk about it. They tried to make her character the
Maggie?
Lauren Cohen.
Yes.
They tried to make her the new Rick, and I saw what
Okay,
they were doing,
sure.
and I was like,
She could
I
boss me around all day.
do not trust her as a person. I've seen too many
Well,
interviews
Is it
with her.
because she's British in real life? Is this a Revolutionary War thing?
I think they're all British.
Well, she's a star that was a star before the show. She was like in Harold and Kumar and stuff. And I'm like, as soon as something else comes along, she's not going to stick with the show. And that's exactly what happened. She's doing a pilot for ABC that's not even in there. And she's like, okay, I got to leave. I can't be in the rest of the season, you know, but if things don't work out, I'll come back. So now
Yeah, so
they
they've
leave
kind of
the
written
show
her off
hanging.
like it's.
But
she's
you could
open to
tell
come
last
back.
season they were putting all their marbles in this Maggie. They were changing her character.
Setting
they were
her up.
making her stern. They were making her a powerful
they
leader.
were setting her up to be the leader.
And she flaked out. And now you're kind of like, you're stuck with your dick in your hand going, fuck, now what do we do? So
Fuck with your Rick in your hand.
with your dick in your hand. Mark, you want one? Boom. I should have hit you
He
with the
didn't
crickets
accidentally
again.
give you crickets this time.
So, and they didn't kill Rick either.
No, so he
Well, yeah,
could possibly come
I
back.
read another article saying that, yeah, he was going to stay on and do voiceovers or something.
He
So
got
his-
flown away. And
yeah.
His character's not dead.
Yeah. So his character, so he's not actually leaving the show or anything.
No, they're doing movies.
His character is temporarily gone.
Yeah, they
Well,
could
The
bring him
Walking
back.
Dead peaked with ratings, and then it dropped, and it's leveled off.
When
And
did it peak? What was it the pre-Negan episode? Because that's when I stopped.
Right when Negan got in there. it
Yeah,
was
the
peaking.
last episode I watched was before we met Negan, right before they killed Glenn for realsies.
Yeah.
Because I was so pissed off
Okay.
When
that,
they
that
fake-
episode was the peak. That,
when they fake killed him and then
Yeah.
brought him back. And then I heard before I saw the episode they just killed him again. And I'm like, fuck you, show.
It was
Right.
like 18 million people
You're
watched
just
that
being a
episode
dick.
or something.
Right?
So
That's so mean.
what they decided was, after reading some shit
Because that would be
Excuse
like
me.
telling Molly you're not going to interrupt her and then interrupting her again.
all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's her favorite joke.
All right, I'll stop
Well,
interrupting.
It peaked, it fell off, and then it hit a lull. And what they were looking at is, okay, we're still getting 6 million viewers every Sunday. Breaking Bad at its highest rarely hit 2 million. So
Yeah.
it's still 3 times more popular than one of the most popular shows of all time.
It's consistently.
I'm kind of just tired of it. But I'm so committed that I just stick
Well, it's
with
a
it.
soap opera. It's never
Yeah.
going to end.
It does end. It
How?
will.
It'll fade away.
It'll fade away.
It'll fade into obscurity.
Yeah.
There's not going to be closure to anything. By the time it ends, it'll have a whole new cast of characters
Mhm.
because it still will have some ratings and it costs very little to actually film.
That's
This show
the
will go on
beauty,
forever.
though, is that they can just bring in new people.
It's going to be like a reality show, like Project Runway or something, where it's just it's never going to end.
Every time you bring up
Great
Project
fucking show.
Runway.
Fuck you.
Mark and his goddamn.
Look, I'm having a make it work moment, and you're not helping.
I'm just sick of hearing about Project Runway. I'm gonna watch it now and fall in love.
Yeah,
All right.
you will.
So the one local event I wanted to talk about was the Baraboo School District.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
They're condemning this photo of it's a prom photo, and it's
Oh,
everybody in their
yeah.
prom.
It's all the fellas.
outfits. All the fellas, all the dudes, and they're giving a
It appears to be a Nazi salute.
Nazi salute.
The old straight wrist,
Oh.
straight elbowed.
Hail Hitler salute.
Yeah.
Everybody in the photo is doing it. And the whole country is freaking out. Because it is 2018.
Yes.
And the school district had to make some replies that this is not what we're promoting here.
Well, the photographer is a teacher or a former teacher,
Okay.
and I believe he said something along the lines of, "Oh no, they're waving goodbye. That's what this is." But they're juniors.
Yeah.
So they're not going anywhere. They're not seniors. This is a
That's
senior
not a
thing.
wave, though. That's a
No, this is a straight. Yeah,
There's no way you can make that into they were waving.
yeah. It's like at my wedding. I'm Catholic, and all the Catholic weddings I've been to in the last couple of years, they do this blessing where they have everyone in the audience put their arms out and bless the marrying couple, and everyone they insist on you doing straight elbowed, and I don't like that.
Okay.
I think it's creepy and weird. So I do the bent elbow Boy Scout salute like this when I do it.
Okay.
Because this to me is different enough, and I see pictures of JC doing this.
Okay.
So
I thought the Boy Scout salute was that.
I was never Boy Scout. I thought it was this. Is it 3 fingers?
I think it's the. Now I want to look that up.
I don't know.
Anybody listening?
3 fingers.
It's
Greedy.
3 fingers and like pinky and thumb touching or something. I thought. The Jew was a Boy Scout, so
Okay.
he was in Jubilee. Okay.
So yeah, it's another instance of a salute like this that I think is, even though it has nothing to do with the Nazis being the Catholic thing, I think it's creepy and weird. I don't like doing it in a church.
Okay.
And these guys are doing a similar thing,
These guys are doing the Nazi salute, but what it is, it's a bunch of 17-year-old kids
being smartasses.
being smartasses.
One of them came out and said the photographer suggested they do it.
Oh.
So I think it was the photographer's idea.
Well, this could be getting everybody jazzed and then do serious pictures, you know.
Oh yeah, because let's do the goofy pictures.
Everybody
I
flip
hate
us
that.
off.
But then it got
You're in a wedding and it's like, everybody, let's make a wacky face.
and
Why?
someone
None of
gets
us
a
are
hold of
buying
it
this
and it gets
picture.
leaked.
Yeah. Okay. Well, the thing that everybody's getting so butthurt and it got national news that the school like called the police department. And they're like, the police are like, what?
It's not against the law to look like an idiot.
You can hate people.
It's a free country.
It's a free country. What do you want us
You
to
can
do?
look like an ass.
So the
Well-
police are like, okay, we'll help you investigate who's behind the picture.
I mean, in all honesty, what are the police going to do?
What is the school going to do? Except say we
Yeah,
don't,
just kind of apologize and
like, sorry,
yeah.
these guys are dicks. But can you really punish them? Like, okay,
Right.
they did a dumbass picture.
Right.
They-
It's dumb. They're teenagers, but the police aren't going to be able to do anything about it.
Here's a kid laughing. He looks like the mastermind guy. Who's
Yeah, but
not
his
doing
arm
it.
isn't up.
His arm isn't up.
He's the one who's like, ha, I'm not doing this. No.
Oh yeah, he's the Charles Manson. He didn't kill anybody. We're gonna Photoshop.
That might be the guy who says the photographer put him up to it. I believe is someone who didn't put his arm
I
up. So
believe
that might be the guy.
one of those kids did a Twitter post with the picture that says, haha, we even got the black kid to do it. Because there's one African American student in there.
Well, the Nazis didn't
Yeah,
hate
the
black
the
people.
black kid's in a shitty chair on the side.
Nazis hated Jews.
I know. I don't get it.
Look for the Jewish kid.
Yeah, I was trying to do a Charlie Brown throwback, and you left me
Oh,
hanging
there we
there. There's the black kid's over there in the bad rickety chair.
In the slightly more comfortable looking shoes.
So
You guys.
the Baraboo school this is Wisconsin. So
Yeah, this is a local story because Baraboo is a few hours, 2 hours away by Madison out there.
a lot of people
out that
around
way.
the country don't realize that you can drive 8 hours and still be in Wisconsin. It's
Yeah.
a big ass fucking state. So a couple hours away is still pretty local to us.
I don't see why it's a national story. It's just a bunch of kids being asses. Regardless of how it happened, this is a non-issue for me.
That's what I'm thinking for me too. I mean, you're not even an adult. You're a kid. What are you going to investigate? Are you going to not let them go to graduation?
Well, imagine you're one
or
of these
what?
kids and you were just going along with it,
Mhm.
and now you're
There's
applying for a
probably
job 10 years later.
50
Someone
or
Googles
60
your name,
kids.
this pops up.
Yeah.
This fucks you forever. If 2018 keeps going the way it's going, and the 2019 is worse, how are these guys going to get hired in 2025?
How are we gonna get real jobs? All the
Mark,
shit
I think we
we've
better
said.
start working a little harder on this, man, because real jobs aren't going to happen for us. We even got the black kid to throw it up. Like, this is...
Yeah.
I just don't... Do you think the school might think it's a non-issue too, but they just have to come out on a side in statements?
Well,
and stuff?
who broke the story? Do we know?
Boy. Well, there's... The governor's weighing in on it, the new governor.
Is it because they were on the school grounds?
Well,
that they're saying
the
school is-
governor-elect used
Yeah.
to be in charge of the schools, so his weighing in is relevant because he's a part of that chain of
Yeah.
command.
I mean, these guys are kids still.
They're just dumb kids.
Their parents should be taking them and,
They should be kind of embarrassed and a little ashamed, and that should be the end of it.
Yeah.
Somebody who knew somebody saw a kid's account that's now deleted, but
that posted this?
Yeah. And then they sent it.
Here's something
moved
interesting.
It along the chain.
If you as a minor break the law and get thrown in jail, they seal your record and no one knows.
So this
You're a 17-year-old and you did the Heil Hitler thing and it's on Facebook, it's on the internet forever. You're better off killing someone before you're a minor than you are doing the Hitler salute.
This wasn't a serious picture. This
on
was
Facebook.
This was a picture they were just goofing around with and was never supposed to be posted anywhere, but someone posted it.
Yeah, and it's never going to go away.
Yeah. There you go, 2018. You can't get rid of it. You're stuck.
You're 17 years old, and you have the head of the Auschwitz Museum tweeting at you now.
Yeah. I mean,
about tolerance.
This picture being circulated, and it's there for the rest of these kids' lives, that's punishment enough. They're never going to hear the end of it.
I am just glad that Uncle Tom came in right before
social media.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Social media is a loaded gun on your bedside.
You're done.
You just pick it up and without even realizing it.
Everyone listening who is not a child anymore, just be happy. Because...
How many dumb things did you do as a kid?
And people are getting depressed because of Facebook. People see things, they see how glamorous their friends' lives appear to be, and they get real depression.
People are getting depressed because they're overworked, underpaid, can't afford a house, can't afford a job, can't afford a doctor, have no insurance, and they see everybody who's presenting their lives as great because you don't present the shit on Facebook.
Because Facebook is a highlight reel.
Yeah, it is. It's 2 minutes of your day that's awesome.
So it's the one time you went to a nice restaurant.
Yeah, it's there you go. The one time we went out for sushi for my birthday is on Facebook. It's not talking about how
the time we got kicked out of the Chinese restaurant.
That guy fucking had it coming, man. When I was still hammered.
That one didn't make the cut.
That one didn't make the cut. Yeah. You didn't see Mark and I get split up and kicked out of a bar. 2 different ways for stealing dice cups, but...
I was in the bathroom. I had nothing to do with that. I came out and you were already kicked out, sir.
It was because I came in with a stolen dice cup.
You came in, you brought your own Yahtzee cup.
I brought my own. I wanted to play dice and I told them I brought my own and someone recognized
it. Must have had the other bar's name printed on it in big letters.
Probably did.
So then I get kicked out of a bar I didn't steal shit from.
Or maybe it had like a die pack in it and you walk in, your hands are all black and you don't know.
Who's ready to roll?
Where's the dice?
The last thing we needed was... Yeah, Mark found me chatting up an old lady in his...
Yeah. I just start walking and I'm like, well, I guess he's gone. I go back to my apartment. We were crazy drunk, but we were going all to the bars within walking distance of my house where we were spending the night. We were being very responsible, universe.
Yes.
But Tom didn't have the keys to my apartment.
No.
So he's chatting up the old lady who lives in my building, who's lonely and will talk to anybody.
And
I can see him. He's got the one hand up against the wall, and she's just standing there talking to him, just happy to be talking to a human being.
Yep. Oh, yeah. I think we can wrap up this episode for that. Next episode, we'll talk about the poop bomber.
The mad pooper who poops at midnight?
Satanic Church sues Netflix. And
Why?
What else we got? We got a drunk Pokemon. We got hashtag Dick
Oh,
Fest.
we could talk about the new Pokemon movie. You seen the trailer?
Yeah, and we got
that and
Macy
more
Day Facts. So
that and
get
more
ready.
on the
That'll
next
be coming
episode
out on Friday. So 2 weeks, Avery Rapier will be back, and we'll be doing a bonus episode for all those out there who want to start a podcast. We're going to be giving some advice, telling you what we learned, how to do it, what you need to do.
My advice is what you're doing, very bad.
Well, it's just anybody who says, hey, we can do better than Tom and Mark. We'll tell you, okay, this is what you actually need to do and realize.
It's not as easy as it looks, universe. When I saw Tom and Alex off the rest, I'm like, I can do better than that. I know I'm on it, and I really can't.
Don't sell yourself short.
Believe it or not, universe, we got some podcasting facts. Just as a little quick hint, we are in the top 1 and who percent of podcasts that have lasted this long?
Yes, I would imagine most are more mini-series.
Yes. Mini-series of, holy shit, it's again, I gotta make it. And sometimes it's for business, so they just do it whenever it fits them. You know, there's a lot of different reasons to podcast. Sometimes your church goes under. You don't even have a church anymore, so why do a podcast for a church? You know, that's like the number one podcast, like church-based podcasts.
So you're starting your own religion?
Yeah, we'll get in there. That's Tomology? That's, yeah, and I'm suing Netflix over the goat-headed statue of Bahamut. So
the Church of Satan is mad that they're being associated with witchcraft?
Yes.
Okay.
I
thought the Church of Satan was a fucking joke.
Crap, we didn't do any Ask Tom Anything again. You know what? My notes are all fucked up because I had a whole show planned for Avery and we didn't get to do it and I had to...
All right, here's a question for you.
Okay, question.
I think
we'll do one
I've
Ask
asked
Tom Anything.
a tipping-related question. I'm going to ask another tipping-related question. My wife and I did takeout today. Do you tip for takeout?
For takeout?
Yeah.
Like carry out? Like
yeah.
You go get a pizza?
You call in the order.
Are they
You
delivering
go there.
it?
No.
You're picking it up.
Then no.
You don't tip at all?
No.
I tipped.
Why?
Because I felt bad.
I don't
line's
tip
there.
for takeout.
I should put something in there. I can make their day. I can make that Vietnamese man's day. We had pho. We had pho for lunch.
Love pho.
All right.
We got FUD.
I can see if your order is $18.85 and you got $1.15 left over and there's a tip jar and you don't feel like...
And you're dumping the change?
Then you're dumping the change.
No, it's a credit card.
Oh, you had to write it in.
Yeah,
No,
I had
you
to do
don't
some
write it
math.
I leave like $1 or $2 at Chinese restaurants. I don't tip the 15% either. When I got to go serve my food and all they did was at the buffet.
If I never come back to an old plate, I tip them normal.
You tip them normal?
If they're getting that plate out of there, if I come back and that plate has been bussed and taken away, yes, he's getting a tip.
If I go to a sit-down restaurant where I'm getting some kind of service, I tip. If I get delivery, they're coming to me with my food and I didn't have to get up off my butt and go somewhere, I tip.
They are paid the same as wait staff.
But for pickup, I've never tipped.
No. What do you think, Universe? You see, the problem is, Mark, tipping trend sets are guilted. If I'm with you and I start seeing you, we're picking up to-go orders and you lead the way tipping.
Yeah.
Now I'm fucking stuck tipping.
I'm whipping it out.
Yeah.
I'm going there and picking
You
up
and
my
I
order.
both got our significant others.
Now it's a tipping contest.
Yeah.
What did they
God
do?
damn it. Now I look like an asshole because I brought my date. Mark tipped.
Well, if I'm going there and picking up my order that I called in, what did they do extra that was an extra service that they wouldn't have?
They packaged it in little bowls that I get to take home.
But they charge you for that. I mean, there's a
What's in
charge
there?
built in.
I don't believe this place does that. I used to work at a pizza place that did have a delivery charge, and they said it was to pay for the boxes, but it's full of shit. Boxes don't cost $2. But yeah, I don't think this place has a pickup charge.
A pick-up charge? What the fuck?
Or whatever, yeah.
No, I just mean it's built into the cost of like everything. That they'll raise the price of the food to cover the cost of the materials.
Well, I tipped is
Just
the
the
moral of the
overall.
story. And
You are just bragging that you tipped.
I thought this would be a good philosophical debate, tipping.
Rachel Lawson says no tipping on pickup. Who does that?
Nice people, that's who.
Suckers. You know what? Next time we're at like the Renaissance Fair, here's what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to find that person who's selling roses and I am going to buy one for Molly and your daughter.
Great, free rose.
And then you have to buy one for your wife because I know you don't do that.
Susan doesn't give a shit.
Ah, son of a bitch.
That's why I married her.
Well, then I'm going to find like a big lollipop and I'm going to buy it right in front of your kid for Molly. And then you're going to have to buy one for your kid.
What you should do is buy my kid a giant turkey leg. Because I'm going to get to finish it.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy 3 giant turkey legs for your daughter, your 1-year-old.
For my then will be 2-year-old by the time the next Ren Fair comes around.
You could that's a good, if your kid is in all those stores touching everything, fill their hands with turkey legs. and then they can't do
He
anything.
comes
'cause
waddling in like a penguin.
they can't set it down. So, like, well, she's done pulling on shit because he's got to carry around 5-pound turkey legs.
Knowing my daughter, she'll put it down, grab something, and then go back to the turkey leg and then start eating the part
Okay.
that was touching the ground.
Awesome. All right, so you've already been called nuts by Rachel Lawson. Thank you. And
Yeah, that's
no tipping on Carrie. Stop doing that. Knock it off.
Yeah.
Knock it off. no tipping. You're gonna keep tipping, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tip even more.
Make sure
Why?
you use. I don't even like. I've always used code names on carryout.
Code names. They didn't ask for
Do
a name.
not.
Yes,
'Cause
I
you
do.
don't even call in your own order.
Susan placed the order.
I use Banaster all the time.
When is the last time that you have called in an order and used a code name?
I tell my mom to use a code name all the time.
And does she?
I say Banaster is her code name because nobody's named Banaster, and I don't want to be confused with somebody
I
else.
tell my
that-
mom to
or
use
somebody
Banaster.
somebody might know me and not like me. I don't
Spit
want to give
in
them
your
my
food?
real name. Am I weird? I don't
Yes.
give them my real
There's
name.
caller ID.
You don't call in orders.
I don't call in orders. That's how much I don't want them to know
Are you in
who I am.
WITSEC? Is that what this is?
Hey Molly, we should get, such and such. You should call in the order or
Call in the order.
have Mom
Name's
call in the
Banasta.
order. Yeah.
Call them Banaster.
I don't care what you tell me to give. I'm not giving that name when I'm calling in the order. If you call it in and you're picking it up, you can give whatever the hell name you want. You need to call.
I have a code name. Yeah, on deck, Banaster.
Yeah,
Anytime.
but you don't use
Is that
it,
your first or
so you
last
don't
name?
call.
There you go. That's all you need to know.
So when you're at a restaurant waiting for a table, and I ask for your name,
Uncle Tom.
table for Banaster?
No,
I've honestly never heard him use that.
you've never heard. Ask my mom.
Okay.
I always say Banaster. All right. So you don't want them to know who you are.
Why? Oh, because you don't tip. That's why. No, I love it because
Nobody tips.
I
for
go to the
pickup.
Mexican restaurant and we always get a pitcher and we always tip well. So, like, when we walk in the door, they're already filling that pitcher for us. It's
And that's-
great.
I mean, you
Yeah,
should
okay,
tip
that's-
that.
And
you
that
know?
my chips and salsa never goes empty. Bottomless, I say.
Right.
Okay. Are you getting extra fortune cookies? Are you getting? Do Vietnamese places get
No,
fortune
you
cookies?
racist.
I don't know. They all look the same. Give them a shitty chair and have them sit on the other side of the table.
No, they do give you bean sprouts and like hot sauce to dip them in.
I've never had pho.
It's good.
It's very good. It's a delicious, soupy,
We'll talk
brothy
to
dish.
Lan over here. We'll get Lan to bring us some homemade pho.
I don't
I've
know
never met
if
our roommate.
I have yet to meet our neighbor here in the studio either. But I do have some Vietnamese questions because, well, the pho, it comes in huge pieces of meat. And I'm like, why don't they cut it into smaller pieces? I want to have like a
Because
little,
that's how the back meat
a
comes
little
off a
piece
possum.
of meat on the spoon every time. It was chicken. I got chicken.
Yeah, sure you did.
But yeah, so
Gotta
is
tip
this
beforehand to get chicken.
is this a Vietnamese thing, having giant, huge chunks of meat? Like, I was just curious
Maybe.
if that's a thing for that. That's just how they do it in Vietnam. I don't know.
I don't know.
Never been.
So, all right, Mark, where can they find us?
They can find us
I wanna talk
places.
about this
I don't have my
coupon.
clipboard.
You don't have your clipboard? Molly moved everything. She tried to clean
I
up.
did not move it.
You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube. Off the Rails TM is the key phrase. Mark's even got questions he's throwing out.
I love my thing.
You're so professional, dude. You
And-
did such a good job. Universe, if you want to tip him, you can go to our
Go to Patreon and you can tip me
Yes.
just like you would tip your Vietnamese takeout.
Yeah,
We
I'll
are
buck
Off
you
the
well.
Rails. Our Twitter is Off the Rails TM. Facebook is facebook.com/Off the Rails TM. Instagram is at Off the Rails TM. Our website is offtherailstm.com. If you want to be a guest on the show or you like Vietnamese food, you can email us. Let us know at offtherailstm@gmail.com. If you want to ask Tom about what else he doesn't do, you can ask your questions to Ask Tom Anything 414@gmail.com. This podcast is available wherever you are already getting it from, so keep that up.
If you want to tell Mark he's crazy for tipping for pickup, let us know.
Crazy awesome.
Crazy awesome.
And on Tuesday, we're doing a special iTunes subscription
Yeah.
event.
Did a little research since I was setting up a show on how to teach people how to podcast, and I found out that to get onto the new and noteworthy, that was one of the big things when I read books on podcasting before we started this. You need to get in new and noteworthy, but now it's damn near impossible. So you need everybody you know to do it in a 24-hour period. Mark, in a week, if you get 100 new subscribers, not good.
Then we'll have 102 subscribers.
Not good. Unless they all come on one day. If you get 18 a day, bunk.
I mean, it's still good.
It's still good, but you're not getting on new and noteworthy. Because Joe Rogan, who's been doing it for over 15 years, is still on the new and noteworthy. It's more noteworthy than new and noteworthy, so you have to rally your troops, rally your listeners, hang on till you get a base.
You hear that, Barbara Klein?
Go to the base. Hang on till you get a base, and then everybody attack on one day, and that's what we're trying to do. So we waited a year. I did not figure this out for a year. So if you're watching this live Tuesday, or you get it on that Tuesday that it comes out, go to iTunes, grab your grandma's phone, grab your coworker's phone, go in the bathroom with it, hit subscribe, hit subscribe, get everybody you can, share it with everybody.
I'm locking my phone.
You don't have an iPhone
You're supposed to be
anyway.
out there on the streets grabbing phones, man.
I'm going to end up in jail.
All right. Then they can go to Patreon and we'll get some bail money from Mark. And remember, universe, we're not good enough for you. Hollywood. I'm in Hollywood.